All right. So what I was gonna ask you before you went to go take your water break was, now at any point in this, you can stop me and be like, Brandon, this is your ego talking, blah blah blah.
Okay.
Right. But does it say something about like my work ethic and all that? Whenever I go to one of my old jobs, and they start talking me up to the new manager and all that, the new owner, and saying how they should hire me, how they should try to get me to come back.
Uh-huh. I
Uh,
mean,
and they were just like talking nothing but positive stuff about the Snoop to me to this guy that I just met a second ago. That's the new owner and manager and all that.
it's how it works. Not everybody has that. Like that's always been a thing for me, to some extent.
Yeah,
Every time I transition, everyone's always like, "No, please don't
yeah,
go."
that happened to me.
And but that's cool, man. Of course, if the old people are there.
Only like 3 or 4 of
Ooh,
them
wait a minute.
are there still.
I seen that one young girl. Me and my parents went to El Chico's when I was down there, and that one young girl, I don't know, she's probably like 30. I think she has a kid or something. You said one time.
Bartender.
Yeah, she was bartender and she was running tables and
Yeah, yeah, that was the one that was talking me up. She compared myself to her and her brother. I'm like, okay, your brother was okay. Your brother was probably the best one out of all of us. I'll take that compliment if you're comparing me to him.
uh
He's actually the second person I also know that has an 800 plus credit score.
cool. I feel like I would have an 800 plus credit score if I had no debt. But then like
I would too if my original plan worked out for the year, but it didn't.
mm,
But anyway, I mean, it was pretty good anyway. Uh, so today, what brought us up is the 6 degree of separation. Is hold on, let me pull up the thing real fast about six.
what's the thing real fast you're talking about?
The topic.
You have like a you didn't have a link for that one though.
Oh,
It's
it's
just
kind of
on
like
your end.
it's a concept. So I was gonna push the concept on it real fast.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here I'll post it in the thing so that way you can read it too. Hold on, let's see right there.
That's a movie.
There
Got
you
Will
go.
Smith in it.
Oh, it is. No, it's in the private chat, Blaine. If you want to go ahead and read it, you can.
Oh, it's right here. Oh, okay. Oh, you want me to read? Okay. 6 degrees of separation is the idea that people are 6 or fewer social connections away from each other. As a result, the chain of a friend statements can be made to connect any two people in a maximum of 6 steps, is also known as the six handshakes rule. Well, I think part of what this leaves out is the 6 degrees separation is like literally you're only 6 people away from anyone in the world.
Honestly, and basically, yeah, that's the definition I just got from Wikipedia real fast. And what brought this up to me real fast was that a friend had a realization that hold on, I'm trying to pull it up real fast. He's technically one person away. Now, I asked him if it was okay for me to tell it, so he was like, "Yeah, just don't say any names." But his company is also working for this other big company that's really well known globally, and he realized that because of his job, he is one person away from the owner of that company that's really well known, and it's
Uh,
through his boss because his boss and the other guy met up, and and his boss was like, "You guys are using our stuff wrong. This is how it's supposed to be." And they're like, "Oh, did you guys hear what he said? Do what he said." And he realized he's one person away. In other words, his manager from this really well known figure that's like
uh,
internationally well known. And he was like, so you guys are technically 2 steps away. And I'm like, okay, I kind of okay. This is giving me an idea. You mind if we use this? He was like, yeah, I just don't say any names. I'm actually not don't know if it's okay for me to be like talking about this because it's work related part of it. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, gotcha, no problem.
I could be 3 steps away from Elon Musk.
How?
Well, I have a friend that that has to do with some stuff with Tesla, obviously,
Mhm.
with his company. So I've got that friend. Well, then it would be that friend's boss, and that friend's boss is a meeting with like Elon's brother or something, or Elon's one guy down, or something like
I
that.
don't think he has a brother. I think he's an only child.
Maybe. I'm trying to pull it back, or it's like his right hand man or something, because Elon wasn't there, but because I was talking to my other friend
Yeah.
about it, and so from him, my friend, to his boss, because without his boss, they wouldn't have been there, to Elon's right hand man to Elon. So I mean, it's 4 people deep, so that's 3 degrees.
Yeah, I think so. I'm like
Pretty
so. I,
close. I
yeah.
mean, Elon lives here. I'm pretty close to where he's at anyway.
It's pretty interesting when you think about it, like how the connections you can make. I'm technically,
Yeah.
I think, 2 or 3 away from Tom Holland.
Ah.
So I went to Denver Comic Con in June of 2019. Over there, I made a comic historian team. One of them being Dan, who has done interviews for like movies and all that, like the stars of movies and all that. One of
mhm.
the interviews he did was, I think, for Spider-Man No Way Home or Far From Home. Yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home. He interviewed Tom Holland, and I met Dan. I even talked to him a little bit about some stuff and all that over there. So that would be like, I think, two people away from Tom Holland.
Well, if he knows Tom Holland, isn't that one? I don't know how that. I don't know if
Because I met him and then maybe one. Because I met him and all that, and then like he's interviewed Tom Holland, I think, later that year.
Cool.
Which I'm like, I was thinking more about this yesterday as we were like, as I was about to send you this, and I was like, huh. I was like, I won't think I can make that many connections, but I'm like, wow, I can actually make more connections than I realized.
Yeah.
Like, you can probably make the connection to the current CEO of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. I mean, somewhere along the line, it's a little bit farther through the corporate ladder than it is.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
No, it's just like, it's also kind of brings back to the thing is like, it's who you know and all that.
Yeah,
the
I was
statement.
thinking the same thing.
Because it can be like, oh, hey, because your buddy can be, you could have mentioned something to your buddy. You could have mentioned somebody to your buddy, and then that buddy could have mentioned it to his boss. Then, you know, he could have maybe mentioned in passing to Elon, something like that. Or if you remember that,
Yeah.
chain of events could lead you to a job, maybe. You never know.
It
I mean,
comes down so much to that, just knowing somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally, like without going off any kind of tangent, but like you have to go to an interview to get a job. So you have to become to know that person to some extent. So like, I mean, everything comes down to just the relationship.
Yeah. And that's how I think our friend got a job at Amazon for a little bit. It's because I think it was his brother. Yeah, I think it was his brother used to work for them or something. Mentioned it to the boss. The boss reached out to him.
You're talking about where he's at right now, because he's not.
No. Before that job.
Oh well, the one he's at now is because of his brother.
No, but I think it was also because of his brother. He worked at Amazon too.
All right, maybe.
Because I remember he was telling me the story. I can't remember it.
The story's too familiar because that's literally the exact story for where he's at now.
Honestly, I think that's how he got both his jobs, because of his brothers. But he has like 3 brothers.
Well, that's a good point. If you got more than one brothers, you got the same story can be in more than one spot.
Yeah, just different brothers. Yeah. I think I've met one of them once.
I met one. Yeah, he's got that one brother. That guy was cool. Yeah, we probably met the same one at the same time.
Yeah. No, but yeah, this is just like an interesting idea. Like, you know, like, and when you think about it, like how the connections you can make, and actually funny, right before the friend of ours mentioned this to me, he also mentioned well, I bumped into a video where this guy was making connections to him and movie stars and all that on TikTok, and I was like, oh, you don't think I can do it in 6 people or less? Well, let me show you. You're wrong. I'm like, interesting.
Well, I mean, you can go anywhere with it. They say no matter who they are, where they are in the world, you're 6 degrees of separation away from Kim Jong-un, whatever, man.
Now, that one is going to be a little more tricky, I think.
I don't know. You think so? Then you line the stuff up.
You actually know, earlier this, I think in May, they actually reported the first case of COVID over there.
Well, because nobody goes in and out. So that means somebody's sneaking in and out.
I mean, people sneak out, obviously, because...
Yeah, but they don't sneak back in. Some do, obviously, but... Wow, first case of COVID. Well, now they know what it's like.
The one that they officially have acknowledged.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, could have there been more before? We never know. They won't acknowledge it.
Well, considering about how stuff was really bad before, but like it's a bright, shiny place over here. Then people leave. Like people are starving everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
and so they're not going to be talking very much about bad things
I don't
over
know.
there.
Yeah. And I was like, huh. You guys actually acknowledge that. I'm surprised.
Yeah, interesting. Seems like they don't talk very much.
Yeah.
That's how they do.
Now it's not now we got monkeypox again. And I think bird flu too.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't keep up with this crap.
I was just like scrolling through my like the BBC news app, and I was like, it's like monkeypox. They think they figured out. They think they found patient 0, which is also, you could be like, you could also do that. It's like, okay, how did you get it? Okay, you met this person met that person. Damn it, you can also use it for that. Ironically,
Uh,
and funny enough, I think the guy that, because the first reported case in this outbreak was in Britain.
no.
So, and they think that guy came from a flight to just got back there from some country in Africa.
That always, that's where you can get all sorts of different stuff at. People
Yeah.
like, well, if you go there, like to a certain place, like more undeveloped places, and like, were you walking barefoot there? Well, then you got whatever. Like, there's different things. I remember that was that was Ebola related. I think it was like you could go barefoot, you can get it.
No, in 2019 or 2018, there was an outbreak of Ebola, and God, I think the the Congo Republic or something like that. I think
Well,
I know there was an outbreak of E. coli and Ebola in like late 2017 to 2019, somewhere in Central Africa. I remember
Yeah.
reading about that.
Well, it's not all from just one place, but you know,
Actually, no, but actually, I was actually reading a little bit about this. There was an outbreak of monkeypox in 2003 or 2008 in the States. And apparently it came from some animal that somebody bought in Texas, and they went all the way up to the Midwest.
wow.
And then apparently that animal bit somebody, and then it spread like to like 7 or 8 other states.
Bit somebody.
That's what, like, if I remember reading it correctly, the animal bit somebody, and it was like an exotic animal and all that. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you got to be careful about that
Something
stuff.
special, and it was just like, oh yeah, that's cool. I want to buy them. Yeah. Like
I think it was also legally brought into the States too, if I remember reading correctly.
well, I'm sure it already sounds really suspicious the way they bought an animal, then they sent it up 4 states from Texas.
No,
You know?
no, it had to be more than 4 states because it was up in like near the
Well,
Great Lakes area. But
Yeah, no. Just figure of speech.
yeah, no, but no, this is just like, I don't know. This, just thinking about this, is interesting because especially how you can make some of the crazy connections and all that.
Yeah, I never thought about the Elon thing till like just a little bit ago.
Yeah, whenever you read that, you're like, oh hey, I'm technically can trace it to Elon.
Pretty close,
Yeah,
but like, geographically really close as well.
yeah, that's true.
Him being over here.
Anyway, you
Not
got
too bad.
anything else to add to this? I just thought this was like a nice little neat idea we can talk about real fast, give our thoughts on it.
Yeah, I don't have like a lot to
Because it's pretty
bolster with
self-explanatory.
and like add to it. Honestly, this is the one thing I felt like I didn't have like heaps of things to add to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
just-
cool. The thing, I mean, it's just a incredibly cool concept.
I thought you were gonna continue.
No.
I thought it sounded like you were gonna go on a little bit longer than. Oh, it's just a
Incredibly
little bit of cool concept.
Yeah, that was it.
Full stop. Anyway, you guys,
Period.
sorry for the lack of episodes. I forgot to schedule those episodes. I thought I did, but now we should be back to a little more of a regular content based.
Based.
Huh?
Based.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's just like that meme or whatever. It's just like based.
Oh, okay.
The cool kids say nowadays. You know, we're old, so.
Oh my god! Speaking of that, okay, so I fell yesterday, and my knee hurts, and like I'm having like my left knee is good, my right knee I'm having trouble like bending and all that a little bit. Like I can bend it, it just hurts.
Bro, I have a giant bruise on my leg.
Oh, is it the one that you showed us whenever you're down here?
Yeah, dude, it's like yellow.
Yo.
Dude, it's yellow. I mean, it's not that big. It's very. It looks like the size of a baseball, but It's just like yellow around it. I never had a bruise linger for so long. Makes me feel like I'm missing some iron or something. Because it's just like
Hey,
this big yellow spot.
that's a good excuse to go get a steak and cook it tonight.
Feel like I had red meat recently, and I can't remember.
No, you didn't. Go get a steak.
Well, I have chicken.
And remember, medium well.
I know that.
No, not well done. Well done.
Are you making fun of my steak cooking skills?
No, I actually never. I actually don't think I've ever had a steak you cooked.
Bro, I got big time. This thing is yellow, man. I just noticed it when I came back. I'm like, bro, it's been like a week. Why is it still here?
Yeah.
It hurts just a tiny bit. Not
I mean,
really.
I just felt I felt yesterday because I wasn't because something fell and I was like, oh, I'll pick it up in a second. Walked to grab something, walked back, forgot about it, and tripped on it.
Man.
And I'm like, ah. Like I was fine, but then whenever I went to bed, I was like, oh wow, this actually hurts a little bit to bend. I mean, my left knee did too, but after like just an hour of sleep, I can bend it now, and then I'm fine.
Was it that hardcore of a fall?
I think I think my right knee was the first one to hit the ground, so I think it took a lot of the force.
You fell like forward, huh?
Huh?
Fell forward, huh?
Yeah.
You'd fall and just like, go backwards.
No. If I feel backwards, my ass would be killing me.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because I think this one hit force, and then I think my other knee hit it around the same time. My palms, because I kind of did that. Because I was carrying something that kind of just fell. Even my glasses and all that fell. Kind of like cartoony, even though like it was totally real.
I'm trying to figure out old bruise. What is it? So this is pretty much almost like the show after the show at this point. Oh my God, Brandon! There's a special thing going. Have you still been watching Good Mythical Morning?
Not in a while, but I did see the post. They posted yesterday, and I'm like, hey, I think it's. I always get the names confused. I think it's. Which one's the tall one again? Like I always get the names confused.
That's Rhett.
Rhett does not look anything like he does now from the picture they posted a couple of days ago.
He's grown so much hair. That's probably an old. I haven't looked at it on Instagram.
No, it's on. Yeah, it's on Instagram, and also like his face doesn't look the way it does now, and I'm like,
man's growing his hair out.
I mean, Nick looks basically the same thing. I can basically recognize him anywhere.
Is it on the Good Mythical Morning Instagram or?
It should have been. Hold on, I'll find it real fast and I'll send it to you. Because it was like for Best Friends Day or something like that.
Which one is it? GMM. That's not this one. I found fan pages.
Because I know I follow them.
So many dads in my life.
Oh, it's Mythical.
Oh, it's Mythical.
It's hold on, this one.
I remember now. Oh man, that's way back, dude. That's so far back.
No, but his face doesn't look anything like it. It looks like another YouTuber I used to watch.
He was
instead.
super skinny back then. That's so funny. Yeah.
Like it's like his face doesn't look anything like it does now, and I'm like, wow.
So you saw the thing about Mythicon?
Mythicon, I don't think I saw that.
There's an event in Austin, bro, coming this October. They're coming to do a live performance, and they're going to be here for 2 days.
Oh, are you going to try to get tickets for that?
I'm going to go. I got to go. I've been watching like every episode, minimum of every main episode for like since when? What year was it when y'all were in the apartment over there?
2015, 2016 is when you started watching them?
Was that the year that you were in the apartment?
Yeah. It depends. It depends if you're watching it like right after we graduated high school or when after we started college, because
I know I got serious about watching it a lot during that time frame.
Yeah, so about 2015, 2016 timeline, probably, give or take.
So I've been watching like every episode they've posted for like a minimum of, let's just, if you add buffer time in that, a minimum of 5 years. Every video they post during the day. And not counting the mores, I don't get all those in. But for the main episodes though, been watching like everything.
You're basically consistent.
Everything for years.
Yeah.
And so I gotta go. Victoria was
Yeah,
like, "Oh, that would be cool. I'd like to go." And I was like, "Yeah, the cheapest ticket is $299,
What's the cheapest ticket?
$299." And she's
Wait,
like, "What?"
what's that? Like,
There's tickets for it. It's
no,
called
I know, but
MegaCon.
like the cheapest is that. Like, what's it like? What does it give you access to?
Well, access to the 2-day. I don't know. I don't have the stuff memorized. Uh,
Oh no, I'm actually looking it up because now I'm kind of curious. Enter the pre-sale here, blah blah blah. Beast tickets is $2.99. Access to Mythicons at Star Hill Ranch on October 28th and 29th, including a one-of-a-kind Red and Link live concert event. Full access to Damn Yell, Funny, Sports, Spot Carnival, live recording of Biscuit Eats, and other mythical podcasts.
Biscuit Eats?
Oh, Eo Biscuit. Eo Biscuit.
What the hell?
My bad.
Live recording of Biscuit Eats.
The Renstone Cowboy Dance Party, round trip shuttle transportation to Star Hill Ranch from downtown Austin, and more. The Mega Beast. The Mega Beast will give you an autograph event poster, limited edition merchandise with Mega Beast design, 2 complimentary drinks per day, Mega Beast mythical laminated badge.
All right, you don't have to read everything, bro. Jeez.
Sorry, I was reading some of them. I was kind of going.
Oh God.
Yeah, but that sounds kind of like that sounds right up your alley.
Yeah, Victoria was talking about going with me, but then she realizing how much the tickets were, and I was like, "Yeah, I know they are a little expensive,
Yeah.
but it's a 2-day, all-day event."
Yeah.
So I don't know. We said a thing about drinks. The one pass comes with 2 free drinks.
Yeah.
The one that you get a exclusive going away lunch with Rhett and Link with
Ooh.
I guess however many seats are available for that.
Yeah.
For but it's it's really expensive. But I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if I don't want to spend that much, but
I mean, you got time to save and all that.
I don't know. I think the $299 one's enough. It's already 2 whole days.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Victoria's gonna go or not, so we're gonna see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily plan to go by myself, but I could go by myself.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, that's it for today's episode. Unless you got anything else to add.
Nah, man, nothing. We've been rambling for 15 minutes.
Well, see, once you do that, I'm gonna be one separation from Red and Link.
Oh well, you gotta know them though.
I mean, you'll meet them and all that. So,
yeah,
it doesn't say you have to know them really well. Just as friend of a friend and all that. So you can be like, I guess that kind of counts.
yeah. I'm guessing I'm sure they're gonna sign stuff. I'm sure there's gonna be some long ass line.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any. The only merch I have is coffee cups.
Yeah.
But I have that coffee cup from fucking 5 years ago.
No, yeah.
And but I mean, honestly, I would just like to get a picture with them. That'd be cool.
No, yeah. I remember I was thinking about doing that, at Denver Comic Con, but I didn't have enough money for that. And I know one of the people that was there besides Dave Bautista, which I did go to, is a panel and all that. Which was awesome because he talked about his WWE career and his career as Drax from the MCU movies.
Mm-hmm.
Was also Levi something. He plays Shazam in the Shazam movie, the adult version. Levi Zachary or something like that, I think. I was like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. And I was like, oh wait, I don't have enough money. No mind. Walk away.
Mm-hmm. See, I don't have any other stuff. There was one. It was a cool looking hoodie that I thought about getting, by their Psych collection, but I don't know. I just don't have it. I don't have any of their apparel.
Yeah.
I don't buy much clothes for the most part, anyways. I've bought a lot more since I've worked it over here, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys, that's it for today's episode. Don't forget, you guys can always follow us on Instagram at FTLH Podcast on Instagram. If you guys want to email us for any business inquiries or anything like that, you guys can do that at FTLH, for the long haul podcast at gmail.com. Don't forget, we also do upload these as videos format too on for the long haul podcast on YouTube. And don't forget, you guys, do we have a link tree? I may have to make a link tree.
I don't know about anything like that.
We'll probably make a link tree soon on our Instagram at FTLH Podcast on Instagram.
Bang back.
Till the next time, you guys have a good one.
See ya.